Hello everybody. This is the new chapter, linear equation in one variable. So in this class I will give some introduction of this chapter. First of all, starting with the name of the chapter, that is linear equation. Why this name is linear equations? Linear equation means, suppose x plus 2. Here the power of x, that means the power of the variable term, will be 1. That's why its name is linear equation. Suppose y plus x. Here the power of the variable term is 1. So we can say that this expression is linear. But this is not the equation. When we will give here equal to sign and in this side I will write any number, then we can say that this is linear equation. So linear means the power of the variable term will be 1. The power of variable term is 1. Now here is given one variable. One variable means in the equation when the variable term will be 1, that means x plus y equal to 0. Here the two variable terms are used. Here is x, here is y. So this is not one variable term. When we write x plus 1 equal to 0, then here the variable term, only one variable term is here. So we can say that is one variable, linear equation in one variable. Maybe that type of equation will be, suppose 3x plus 1 plus 4x plus 5 equal to 0. This equation also linear equation in one variable, because here only one variable is used. Different variable will not be used in this equation. That's why this name is linear equation in one variable. Now this one equation is linear equation, x plus 2 equal to 6. Here is equal to sign. That's why we can say that this is equation, because one more thing, here is two different sides. This is LHS. LHS means left hand side. And this is RHS, that means right hand side. RHS, that means right hand side. So equation means in this x plus 2, this is the expression. X plus 2, this is the expression. When it will be written by this equal sign, then it will be equation. And in equation, obviously it will be two sides. It has two sides. One is LHS, another one is RHS. Next topic is forming of equations. That means how to form the equation. If suppose any statement will be given, suppose the sum of x and 2 is 6. Suppose this type of statement will be given. Then how to form the equation? Sum means addition, we know that, plus. So sum of x and 2, that means x plus 2 is, that means equal to, that will be 6. That is the forming of equation. Another type of forming of equation, that means the difference of y and 3 is, suppose 8. So difference means minus y and 3, that means y minus 3 is means equal to 8. So here another word can be used. Suppose taken away. Taken away, that means suppose three is taken away from P is 2. 3 is taken away. Taken away means just take from the variable term P. That means P minus 3 equal to 2. That will be. Another thing, suppose the product will be given. Suppose product of x and 5 is 25. That means product means multiplication. We know that x and 5, that means x 5 into x equal to 25. That is product of x and 5, that means 5 into x, that means 5x. Suppose here another word will be used. Suppose times. Times means, that means 2 times of x. That means that will be multiply. 2 times of x, that means that will be multiplied. 4 times of x, that means 4x. 2 times of x, that means 2x. 4 times of x, that means 4x. So this times means actually multiplied. Another word, suppose double. Double, here also that will be done multiplication. Double means actually 2. Twice means that also 2. Thrice means 3. So this type of, that means 3 times it will be multiplied. X will be multiplied. Now we will come to the next topic, that is fractional form. If fractional words will be given, then how to form the equation. Suppose there will be given 1/5 of x. 1/5 means 1/5 of x. That means multiply x. That means this means x by 5. This will be x by 5. So if there will be given any fractional form, that will be this type of. Suppose half of x, half of y. Half of y, that means what? Half means 1/2 into y, that means y by 2. So this is fractional form. And when division type of given, statement given, that means suppose by which number that should be divided. By which numbers, suppose by which number x should be divided. Then quotient will be 20. Here will be by 4 x should be divided, then quotient will be 20. Then what will be this equation? By 4 x should be divided. By 4 means 4 is the divisor. By 4 x should be divided. That means x is the dividend. 4 is the divisor. Then the quotient will be 20. Then we have to solve the equation, find out the value of x. That process also I will discuss, how to find out the value of x. So this is the formation of the equation. Next, coming to the next topic. Now next topic is putting the values. That means putting the values of the variable term. How to put the value? Here in the left hand side there is x plus 2. So if x equal to 2, then what will be the left hand side part? 2 plus 2, that will be 4, but here in the right hand side that is given 8. So these are not equal. So LHS not equal RHS. Next, if x equal to, the value will be 6, then we can put the value of x here in the LHS part. That means 6 plus 2, that is 8. Then RHS also 8. So here we can say that LHS equal to RHS. So this is the process how to put the values of x in the equation. Another one example we can take, suppose 2x plus 1 equal to 7. Then how to put the value of x? If there will be the value of x will take 1, then LHS part, will be 2 into 1 plus 1. That means 2 ones are 2 plus 1, that means 3. But RHS part, that is 7. So these are not equal. So we have to put another one value here. Then we can check it. Suppose x equal to, here value will be 3 will take. Then LHS part will be 2 into 3 plus 1. That means 6 plus 1, that means 7. So RHS part also 7. So we can say that LHS equal to RHS here, because here is 7 also, here is 7 also. So by this process we have to put the value of x in the equation. First in the LHS part and in the RHS part also. So now coming to this topic, that is trial and error method. This is the one of the way to find out the root of the equation or solution, to find out the solution of this equation. Root means the solution. That means what will be the value of m, that is the solution of this equation, and that is also called the root of the equation. So now we will see the method. Trial means we have to try. That means we have to put the value, various values we have to put of m. We have to put the value of m here in this LHS part. Then we have to check the answers. So that's why this name is trial. We have to try by putting various values of m. So let's see that here, if m equal to 1 we will take, then what will be the LHS part? This is LHS part and this is RHS part. That means 3 into 1 minus 14. That means it will come 3 minus 14. So the answer will be minus 11. And RHS part there is 4. So that is not possible. So next value we will put, that will be 2 or any other value we can put. So 3 into 2 minus 14, that means 6 minus 14, that means minus 8. Here the value of RHS side is 4. So that is also not possible, that will be not the root. So next one value we will put here, m equal to, suppose 4. So 3 into 4 minus 14, that means this will be 12 minus 14, that means minus 2. But here that is 4. So now we can put the value of m is 5. Now that will be 3 into 5 minus 14, that means 15 minus 14. So it will come 1, but here the RHS part is 4. Now the value of m we can take 6. 3 into 6 minus 14, that means 18 minus 14, that means 4. And here the RHS is 4 also. So we can say that m equal to 6, therefore m equal to 6 is the solution or root of the equation. So this is the method of trial and error method. This is the process. Now the next topic is transposing the terms. That means if any term of an equation may be taken from this side to the other side by changing the sign, then that process is called transposing the terms. Suppose here is 2x, so we have to jot down the variable term in one side, so x will come in this side. So that process is called transposing. That means by changing the sign, here before x is plus sign is given, that means when x will come in opposite side of the equal to sign, then that will be minus, that means minus x, then equal to, and this constant term will go this side, that means minus 4 is here already given, then that minus 3 will go that side, that means it will be plus 3, this will go this side. So this process is called transposing the terms. Then we can solve it easily. That means 2x minus x, that means x equal to minus 4 plus 3, that means minus 1. So this process we have to use when we will solve the equation. Suppose another one example, 2y minus 3 equal to 5. Now here only one variable term is here given. Then we have to transfer this one, that means this constant term in this side by changing the sign. That means 2y will be here in this left hand side and 5 will be in the right hand side, and this 3 will go in this side by changing the sign. That means it will be plus 3. So next step will be 5 plus 3, that means 8. Now with y there is the coefficient, that means 2, constant coefficient is there. So that will be also go in this side. That means how this 2 is given as product. That means with multiplication sign there is the 2 with join with y. That means when y will be alone, then 2 will go this side by changing the sign. That means this is multiplication sign here in the middle of 2 and y, then it will be divided. That means this will be 4, y equal to 4. So that's all. This is the finished introduction part. In the next class I will discuss the sums of the linear equation chapters.